and welcome back. Excuse me if you saw me burping there. So for Wednesday, we have a request from I wrote this down, but I don't think I got it right. I hope I got it right. Lil Marl, Lilmarl, Lilmarl Gaming asked the question: who would win a fight, Riddick or Predator? Now, when you break that now I've done Riddick a couple times. I did Riddick against Bane. I did Riddick against Daredevil. But Riddick against Predator, that's a cool one to me. Like, yeah, Riddick would be like a really good like trophy. It's like, oh, this guy you can see at night and stuff like that. Oh, he's ex-con, deadliest man in the galaxy. Yes, this is my trophy. So obviously the scenario is clearly going to be Riddick's on the run and the Predator is hunting him. Now, when you break it down, Riddick is a Furian, which was a warrior race of humans from planet Furia. He's considered the Alpha Furian at the end of Chronicles of Riddick. Now, as far as we know, he doesn't have any abilities. He at one point was able to like fire like an energy blast or something like that, but that was like kind of circumstantial. Other than that, he's pretty much an individual who's in peak physical condition. Pretty much, he's a con. He's got great endurance, great stamina, stronger than he looks. He's definitely can lift more than a man you'd think he could. He's a skilled killer. He can snap a neck, cut a neck, slit a throat, shank someone, break a spine. Yeah, he's a skilled killer just because that's what he's had to do. He's also not a evil individual either. He's just kind of guy's circumstance, and now this is what he's become. He's also highly intelligent too, capable pilot, military strategist, capable of setting booby traps. Knows how to play mind games, stealthy as hell. And of course, his eyes that let him see in the dark. Now he needs to wear he needs to wear goggles so he doesn't like burn out his retinas, unfortunately, because bright light kills his eyes. But no, it allows him great perception, pretty much just pure night vision at that point. And again, capable of moving without a sound, he's capable of pretty much ghosting was the term they used. They're ghosting around people like a room full of 6 mercs without them knowing. And just effing with them, just having fun with this. Normally I'd keep going. 6 down, 9 down, 10 down. Just messing with them. Now, the Predators have had a wide history. Yajuat, I think is the name of the actual race, the actual name of them. Now, they're a hunter race. They're a warrior hunter-gatherer race. Well, not hunter-gatherer. They're a hunter race, definitely. And warriors, to many degrees. They average somewhere in the neighborhood of 6 foot high. The females are actually taller than the males. But they are generally depicted as individual, like humanoid, definitely, with tendril-like hair almost, or hair-like tendrils on their head. Mandibles. When they open up, they're highly technologically advanced. One of their trademarks is that mask they wear. You've seen it, I'm sure, if you know what the Predator is. And their camouflage, which pretty much bends light and breaks them. They're not truly invisible. You can make out their like images, but because of the way the light bends around them, they're very difficult to spot. Their helmets allow them to see. They see mostly normally in infrared. However, their masks normally allow for infrared, but they can see in other spectrums as well. Spectrums as well, and be able to pick up noises, detect noises and where they come from with their mask. Also, they have a wide range of weaponry, including but not limited to their famous gauntlet blades, which can vary in length. Their plasma-mounted shoulder cannons, or shoulder-mounted plasma cannons, which are capable of blowing a man's chest right out of blowing a hole right out of a man's chest. Or through a man's chest. They're retractable spears, which are made of unknown metals, highly durable. They're like more durable than steel. I like the Marvel comic or Marvel fan fiction where it was Wolverine versus the Predator, and they explained that the Predators actually used like vibranium and adamantium. That was cool. I like that explanation. I'm like, yeah, put them in the Marvel universe. That explains it all, actually. They use a net that's like. That almost burns. I think the way it works is that the net itself kind of has maybe like a little acid etched, or it's just like the fine mesh of it is actually like little mini blades in the design of it, and it twists and it starts digging into the individual skin. They have their shurikens from. I love the shuriken. The shurikens were a cool addition from Alien vs Predator. They have that. I'm trying to think of everything that I can remember. I mean, like in Predators, they used like a falcon drum, but we're not going to do that. Or the hounds, we're not going to do that either. I'm sure there's more weaponry that I'm forgetting in the expanded lore, like in the comics. But those are like the prevalent ones that showed up in like. Oh, and then there's that disc that not a shuriken, but it was like an actual like disc that Dan Glover used to kill the other that killed the Predator in the Predator 2. And of course, if they lose, they have their bomb. That's pretty much a nuclear device. So yeah. Now, how does this fight break down? Well, it breaks down how you think. A Predator is hunting Riddick. Riddick, however, being smart and pretty much kind of like being. He even said like it's an animal thing. He's kind of like an animal in many ways. He's very primal. He's probably going to, be on the run. He's probably going to know the Predator's chasing him. He's probably going to be hiding. And for a little while, he's probably going to be able to do it. He's probably going to hide him. Predator's not going to know where he is. Riddick's now, waiting for him. And now maybe he set a couple traps. Kind of like how Dutch did it. Kind of set a couple traps for him. Traps go off. Predator is a little disheveled, but he's firing plasma cannons. And, Riddick's now throwing a knife. Knife gets lodged. It's like, boom! And just, Riddick's now, he's not doing his thing. Unfortunately, he's having trouble hiding because the Predator can't see him. He's firing a plasma cannon. Riddick's just, maybe gets a scuff, like, throws another knife at him. And just hit the plasma cannon. The plasma cannon just goes, and then at that point, Riddick's just hiding, and just they hear the sounds. Kind of like how the Predator was hiding from the alien, or like waiting for the alien was Predator before it jumped and he got it with the nudge. And then Riddick is, getting ready, and then the Predator makes, unfortunately, maybe like classic, and then Predator throws a spear at him. Riddick grabs the spear and then just starts throws it back, and then Predator fires net, just gets caught in the net, so they counteract charge. At that point, Riddick just freaking decides to charge and just boom, smashes into the Predator. Predator actually takes the Predator to the ground because Vin Diesel and Riddick's a big guy, not quite Arnold big, but he's far more vicious in the fight than like if you put Dutch against Riddick, I'd take Riddick any day of the week. Despite the fact that that Dutch was he wasn't a Navy SEAL. They were they were a trained unit. They were highly skilled. I'd still take Riddick in that fight any day of the week. just because of what Riddick is an animal in many ways. He's like Jason Bourne kind of. He's an animal. So he takes the Predator to ground. Predator just kicks him off though, because Predator's still going to be stronger than Riddick is. The Predator can lift far. Predators are far stronger than even like Dutch was or something like that. But still, Riddick just gets on the ground. He's got his shiv ready, and then the Predator's and then for a moment the Predator's considering going for a shuriken. It's like they just suddenly just get the ability to it's like, and then you actually maybe get Vin to say, "You're one ugly motherfucker." It's like, then they're just squaring off, just and then you get the Riddick versus the Predator square off, and it's freaking awesome. Man, I kind of want this movie to have someone make a fan film of this. Vin Diesel, if you ever see this video, there's your Riddick. Here's another Riddick sequel for you. Have them in the same universe as the Predators. There's no reason they can't be. There's no reason whatsoever. So what if it's in the future? The Predators can be in the future too. This needs to happen the more I think about it. So they're squaring off. Riddick's got his blade. His blades, for the sake of let's give him those blades he had in the Chronicles of Riddick, which were those curved things. Like shing, so he's getting ready and Riddick's just, and then, Riddick's not going to they're both ready to make the first move. Both these guys are no better than to make the first move. They can help it. But the Predator's got range on it, so it's gone. So he takes the first fight, and Riddick just gets a good cut in, but Predator's boom, smash her. So Riddick then just digs one, and there's then Predator comes in, gets it, they're going to go back and forth, man. So eventually it's going to be down to who's going to get the most hits and who's going to be the most bloodiest, who's going to win, who's going to lose, who's going to basically be alive at the end of this fight. And I'm putting my money long term on Riddick. Now, the reason I do that is not because the Predator won't win a good chunk of fight. This is going to be a close fight. Like this, in terms of percentages, right now, I'm telling you right up front, I think it's got like a 60-40, maybe a 55-45. It's almost a near split in this case. But the reason I go with Riddick is simply two reasons. One, the reasons these two are fighting. The Predator is fighting for honor and for a trophy and hunting. Riddick is fighting for his life. Those are two different circumstances. There's a difference with, like, if you're fighting for fun, like having a good, like, spar with your buddy, which I used to do in the day with my friends. Good vision, that. And some guy's trying to kill you and you're fighting for your life. You're fighting with everything you've got. But also the fact that Riddick, I think, is more resourceful, more quick on his feet. And if you remember watching, like, Riddick, for instance, he is hard as hell to kill. Riddick is a survivor. Riddick will beat the guy. He literally got stabbed at one point in the gut, had pistol like a hot like meteor shower come down, used the same and cauterized his own wound, and then proceeded to continue fighting off a horde of monstrous beasts. Like, Jesus, dude. Oh, man. This is a guy who can take gunshots with little issue, stab wounds with little issue. Like, the man can take his pain. But great, he's gonna be a lot of bloody injury. He's not gonna be walking away with this scot-free. No, he's gonna be limping away from this fight. But if he wins, which I think he wins the majority, he's gonna still walk away alive and live to fight another day because he's freaking Riddick. It's also implied he might actually be able to recover faster than a normal human. It's not like he's got a real healing factor. He's maybe, if it is, maybe twice as fast as a normal person. But I think basically the way it comes out, both these guys are going to be bloody. Riddick's probably going to have a gash here, maybe a cut here, and probably going to have probably gash here. He's going to be gashed up. Predator likewise is going to have cuts on his backside. Riddick knows he's got to get in close for that kill shot. So he comes in, Predator, he angles it just right. He's going to take a stab to the guts and then all of a sudden just jam it right into the Predator's head. Just the chung, and then the Predator just and then just boom, drops dead. Shink gets it. Or just he does the best he can to kind of just patch him up, and he kind of just limps away, just into the night, and just walks away. So yeah, I think Riddick takes this, but it's by the skin of his teeth. This is probably the closest match for Riddick I've ever had. Because against Daredevil, I'm not gonna say who won the fights with Daredevil or Bane. Whether or not it was the closest in terms of who lost or won. This is the closest fight I've ever had for Riddick. Definitely in that regard, definitely the closest fight I've had for him, and that's what I enjoyed, because this is one of those ones when I did the Creeper the Creeper from Jeepers Creepers versus Pumpkinhead. I'm like, look, I can set up the fight for you right now, and then when I said, I'm like, there's a movie right there. That is a literal legitimate crossover plot you can do, for God's sake. For those of you who didn't know, you can go watch it, but what I suggested was the way you do a crossover is simple with those guys. It's still in the area where the Creeper is, maybe in the last week of his his reign of terror. So people, the whole town, decides to raise Pumpkinhead, and Pumpkinhead's in later films, his power and size and all that is proportionate to the amount of people who summoned him. But the more the people who summoned him that you kill, the weaker he's going to get until you kill them all. So there's your plot right there. That's easy. Same way there. It's like Predator's hunting Riddick. There you go. If nothing else, just give me a fan film of that. Maybe that even exists online. Maybe I'll have to look for that. But anyway. So yeah, I'm going 55-45 just in favor of Riddick. Barely edges out. But hey, if you think different, let me know. Again, you got to factor in the X factor of their personality and mentality when you do these characters. And because it's a warrior race, because Riddick would definitely have to square off physically with him, the Predator will also be like, oh no, we're doing it this way? Oh yeah. We're doing it this way. Shink, let's go, mother. So yeah. I'd go Riddick, 55 to 45. But man, if you think different, that's cool, man. I'm not gonna argue if you think different. I think this is a close one. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. If you have ideas for who would win, Star Wars, Super Magic, What If, anything I do on the channel, put that in the comments below. I'll get to it at some point. Now, let me double check the show times because I'm hoping Den of Thieves is Thursday. But from what I checked on Thursday, there's no pre-showings for it. So let me double check that real quick. Thursday now. I mean, I know there's showings on Friday because I checked that. Powers That Be really wants to see that as well. Yeah, I'm not getting anything on Thursday, actually. Okay, so... Yeah, no, I'm going to call it right now. If I don't see it today, or if... You know what? I'm actually going to call it right now. I will see Den of Thieves. Den of Thieves I'm going to do like on Saturday because he's got the day off and we're going to do that. But I think I'm going to do The Darkest Hour on Thursday. And then I'm just going to maybe do a matinee today and just maybe see something that I'd like to see. Like maybe go see Star Wars again. Maybe just one more time. Because I really enjoy that. I am one of the people who really enjoyed The Last Jedi. If you didn't, that's cool. I'm still doing a video at some point about why that movie was so divisive for people. Because you want to talk about a divisive movie. The majority of people still like it, but this is, I think, the most divisive Star Wars movie in a while. Like, the majority of people loved Rogue One. The majority of people loved Force Awakens. Good chunk of people like and enjoy and love The Last Jedi, but there's a surprising amount of divisiveness between people on that. So, yeah, we'll get to that when we get to that. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you folks next time.